Ooh, what is up, gangatrons? Welcome back. I'm feeling energetic, which is crazy because I should be going to bed. But I know it's been a minute. It's just really it's so hard to film. I'm going to cry. It's so hard to film. I don't know that I can say this. Hold on, I'm sorry. I didn't expect to get emotional so soon. It's so hard to film when I have to spend week after week after week not being taught how to buy a Lambo cash. I don't know how much longer I can go, honestly. It's really tough. But we adapt, we overcome, we persevere. So here I am, 19, almost 20 years into my life, not being taught how to buy Lambo cash because my teachers never taught me that. And that's just something I have to live with every day, I guess. Anyways, here's what's on the wall. New on the wall this week. We have Christmas lights. I don't know if... Wait, let me turn these on. I don't know if y'all can see. But we do got Christmas lights because it's the Christmas season. Yes! Oh my god, wait. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I forgot to hold this. But, yes, it is the Christmas season. However, we can't forget Thanksgiving. But first, also, bought this candy cane. Don't really know what I'm going to do with it yet. But we're planning on doing something. Something's in the works. But, because today is Tuesday, November 26th, Thanksgiving is in 2 days, I bought this. So, I am filming today just because I need to get an episode out before Thanksgiving. I feel it's a great time of year, and I'm thankful for everyone who listens. And I thought I should put out an episode. Also, I bought this. I need to use it before Thanksgiving to get my money's worth. So, anyways, also new to the wall. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I did put... Oh, you probably can. We got Cheerios on the wall because... Shout out Cheerios. Love those. Anyways... Beverage of the week, no Dr. Pepper, because I should be going to bed. So, instead, if I can, we're going to have this Capri Sun. Let me open that really quick, actually. Can I mute the mic? Oh my god. Yummy! That is delicious. We're working with Pacific Cooler today. The best flavor. Argue with the wall, actually, because that is the best flavor. Except if you like the strawberry kiwi one, I think that's what it's called. The strawberry kiwi one, I'll respect you. But this one's the best one. If your favorite is the lemonade, you deserve prison. So, anyways. These past few weeks have been a lot, so I haven't been filming. I've had exam after exam, after quiz, after quiz after exam, after quiz after presentation, after exam. So, a lot going on. But, I had a good time, mostly. Crashed out almost there a couple times, but, you know, had 2 Celsius past 7 p.m. a few times, got me through, and here we are, stronger than ever before, honestly. So, that's why I haven't posted, but we're so back. I'm in a great mood today. And honestly, low-key, don't even really have that much to talk about. And also, it is 10:56 p.m., and I do have to be awake at 4 in the morning to go to the airport. So this won't be long. I just wanted to get an episode out. But today, guess what I did, y'all? Today, I survived my first Fab Lab. Hold on. 1 second. Hold on. Pause, please. One moment. I survived my first Fab Lab. Let's go. Wait, not my first Fab Lab, my last Fab Lab. Redo. I survived my first I said it again. Let me just show you. I'm pissed now. Okay. I'm just a little too excited, so I can't speak. But I made a hammer. And it's actually pretty cool. And it's so cool to me. Like, I manufactured this whole thing. Like this, the hammerhead and this handle, like they both started as like stock pieces of just metal. And then I used the lathe and I used drills and I used machines. I did all these things in the manufacturing lab and I put holes in it and I lathed this thingy down to make it thinner, and then I put these little ridges in there. I gave her a little chamfer this morning. It's beautiful. I got my initials in there and also CWRU, #represent, #college. But it was a pretty good time, I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like, as we know, I've complained about this lab every week, but I would be lying if I said this wasn't really cool, and I have something to take away from it. And I know how to use a lot of cool machines that you probably don't. Sorry. I'm a little hyper. Let me set that down. I want to put it on my wall, but it's also really heavy, so I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll see. Anyways, today I also had a presentation in the same class that I have that lab for, which y'all know, I've talked about this before. My lab group, not the best. It includes Quiet Guy, a character I've spoken about before, who never spoke up, ever. Even when we presented, he would speak at the same volume that he would talk to me in. And I would be sitting right next to him, standing right next to him, standing right in front of him, and I would not be able to understand what he was saying. So imagine that, but like talking to the whole class, and then it pisses off my professor, and now my grade's probably affected. It's a beautiful cycle. But it's over. It's over. I'm free. I'm so free. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders, for real. Like, wow. But so this project, I might have explained this before. You have to like come up with an idea, then you have to design it, whatever. You do a round of presentations where you just share your ideas. Then the next presentation is you have chosen one idea and you design it, and then you make drawings for it and you dimension it, all these things. And then the professor rips into you hard. And he low-key makes fun of you sometimes. He points out every single error. And also you have to do this in front of the whole class. So he's kind of ruthless. And I hate it. And my group's project was really bad. But the first presentation, it went awful. But I think my professor also hates Quiet Guy. And so he didn't really tear into us too hard, even though he should have, because our thing was really bad. He didn't tear into us too hard, and I think it was because he just wanted Quiet Guy to just get out. Like, he just didn't want to hear us anymore, because he just wasn't speaking. Quiet Guy, so I basically forced him to talk a couple times, because Bradshaw would ask a question, professor would ask a question, and it would be something that I had brought up to my group, but they, like, low-key didn't really, like, let me, like, do that. Then I looked to Quiet Guy, and I was like, okay, well, that was you. And Quiet Guy answered the question in front of the whole class, by the way. Answered the question. Bradshaw couldn't hear him. Bradshaw asked him to speak up. He spoke at the same volume. Bradshaw asked him to speak up. He proceeded to speak at the same volume. Bradshaw asked him to speak up, and he proceeded to speak at the same volume. And no, your video is actually not messed up. This is me saying that over and over again because that's what happened. So don't worry, there wasn't a glitch. It was actually Bradshaw asking him to speak up, and he would speak at the same volume. So finally, like, after the fourth time Bradshaw asked him to speak up, he just, like, gave up on what he was saying, and we just had to move on, because it's annoying and time-consuming, and I don't know why you, as a grown man, cannot speak above 0.2 decibels. That is crazy. Anyways, second presentation comes. So for the second I guess it's technically the third. The third presentation is the revised of the first presentation. So it's supposed to look a bit different depending on how bad your thing was. So the average person's group looks a bit different. And then if it's not a bit different, then it's a lot different. Like, it's not supposed to look the exact same. So do you want to guess what my group did? They made it look the exact same. And then also in this presentation is you have designed a consumer product of this. So that is supposed to look completely different. And do you want to know what my group did? Made it look the exact same. So this presentation today, I was like not excited for it, didn't want to do it, but I was like, you know what? I know this presentation is going to be bad, so I might as well go into it with a good attitude. So when I talked, you bet I was all smiles. I was just trying to have a good time. And then when everyone else was speaking, I was just giggling to myself. I was like, man, this is so awful. All you can do is laugh. Because, I don't know, in situations like those, what can you do but have a good attitude, I guess. So towards the end of the presentation, I'm just like, I need this to be over. But, still trying to have a good time, but also like I do need this to be over because this is kind of humiliating because I'm in front of 40 people. And luckily, because it's Thanksgiving week, a lot of people were gone, so presented in front of a lot less people. But still, towards the end of the presentation, I'm just like, man, I need this to be over. I like scooted back. Like when I started the presentation, I was like in the front of my group and like, kind of front and center. And then I just scooted back behind all my group mates at the end. I was like, I just kind of need this to be over. Of course, I'm still giggling to myself. I probably looked a little bit insane. Anyways, towards the end, I had a moment where I'm just kind of like, looking around the room, like smiling. And I locked eyes with my professor. And it was towards the end. And he was starting to ask, like, is there anything else? Because also our presentation was really short because it was so bad. But he was like, is there anything else? Like, anything else? Like, and he asked to see one other slide. And we, like, locked eyes. And I felt a moment. In that moment, I felt a sense of camaraderie. And I think he knew that I just wanted it to end. And he kind of went a little bit easy there at the end. And then it ended. And I was free. I am freed from the shackles of that lab group. They wouldn't listen to me, really. I feel bad so the other two, they like low-key didn't really listen to me, but also like, I feel like when they didn't listen to me, it wasn't from a sense of they weren't wanting to listen to me. It was more so that this idea was quiet, guys, and he would kind of red light everything that I was saying, so they just kind of went with it, which kind of sucks, like, be a grown man, but also, what can you do? It's quiet guy's idea, and he's so bad at communicating that I think the rest of the three of us were just kind of like, let's just do whatever he wants. Like, he's so awful to communicate with. It's crazy that is a grown man in college. Second year, not even first year, second year. And he can't communicate. But whatever. It's over. I don't have to talk to those people anymore. Yes! Okay. That's really it. I don't really want to talk about my, week. I just had exams. And I don't really think anything important happened. I went to the mall with Soma and Alice today. That was hype. Went to the Lego store. I almost bought an 8-in-1 Batman. But then I was like, I probably shouldn't, but I kind of regret that now because that was really cool. You can make 8 Batmans out of one box of Legos. That's pretty sick. There was like a blue one in there. It was awesome. $25. So I was like, I don't want to spend that, but also I regret it now. I should have bought the 8-in-1 Batman. What was I thinking? It's fine. That's really it for my week. I do have a couple other things that I would like to talk about, which is just kind of random thoughts that I've had throughout the week, which one of them is Pirate Experiment would be such a fire band name. So if you're looking to start a band, Mom, if you're looking to start a band, Pirate Experiment, I think that could be the one. But that's just one thought I had. Another thought I had is, are we in the midst of a greasy hair epidemic, or is it just me? I feel like I'm observing that everyone around me has greasy hair, especially men. The audacity that a man has to walk around with greasy hair, it ruins my day. When I see people with greasy hair, when I see a girl with greasy hair, I'm like, you know what, she's probably busy, or she has some sort of hair routine. Like, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. When a man has greasy hair, that honestly is evil, and it hurts me. It actually hurts me. And it ruins my day. Men with greasy hair are the Cybertrucks of people. I see it and it ruins my day. Anyways, I just feel like everyone around me has greasy hair. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's in the air. I don't know what's in the air. Everyone has greasy hair. Bars. Anyways. Another thought I had was, do you guys think that when singers are on stage singing together, it's like awkward. Because they like low-key sometimes they like sing at each other. I saw a video, for those who know, I love Chris Stapleton. And Chris Stapleton was at the like CMA Awards or something. And every time he sings live, I listen to it because, hey, his voice is amazing. But he posted a thing, and it was him and Post Malone. And they were singing, and they were just staring into each other's soul in the song. And I was like, y'all probably don't really know each other. And you're like two grown men, one of whom is married, and you're staring at each other. Like, it's not even that he's married. It's just, you guys don't even know each other, and you're like singing at each other. It's not like a song. I don't think it was a song. I don't remember what the song was, but I don't think that they have a song together. So it was like just kind of a random like little duet that happened. But they were staring at each other while they were singing for like a really long period of time. Like, it wasn't like they just kind of looked at each other for 2 seconds. It was like they sang like 15 seconds straight, just kind of staring at each other from across the stage. And like Chris was like playing the guitar, so he couldn't really move. So it was like, it's not like they were dancing with each other. Chris Stapleton was literally playing the guitar, just staring deep into Post Malone's soul. And I was just like, do you think he felt really awkward? I wouldn't know what to do performing with someone that I didn't really know. And like, especially if I couldn't dance, like, you know, you could kind of dance the awkwardness away, I guess. But like, if I'm stuck there at the microphone stand playing guitar, and I'm pretty sure Post Malone was also, I don't know that he was playing the guitar, but he was just standing at his microphone stand. And they were such an awkward distance away from each other, and they were just staring at each other while this. I don't know. I just would feel really awkward, and I was wondering. Chris Stapleton looked like he felt a little awkward, but also in general, he looks like he always feels awkward. So I wasn't really sure what was going on there. But all that to say, if I was on stage singing with someone that I didn't really know, I'd probably feel really awkward, just kind of staring at them. So, anyways, another thought is, we need a documentary from Mrs. Claus' perspective about how her marriage is falling apart because Santa only cares about Christmas. Because even when it's not Christmas, he's so focused on the toys that are being, I don't know, built or whatever. And he spends more time with the elves than her. And low-key, Mrs. Claus is starting to kind of observe, like, you know, what he's doing with the elves. Because at some point, it's like, okay, are you really working that much? And then Mrs. Claus discovers that Santa spent a bit too much time with this one female elf. And that's kind of worrying her. And he shows up late at night after work, claiming he had to stay later. But it's like, if you have 364 days to make all these toys, there's no need to stay late every night. So Mrs. Claus is kind of connecting the dots, right? Spending more time with the female elves, especially this one in particular. Coming home late from work, claiming he has to stay later. And each time she asks about it, you know, he gets more and more short with his responses. And she still makes him dinner every night, and it's cold. And it's happened so often now that Mrs. Claus used to sit at the table with her food and her husband's food. She used to sit at the table by herself, waiting for him to come, because she would just be like, oh, you know, he'll be a little bit late, but I'll wait, and I'll eat with my husband, because I love him. But he does it so often now, and her food was just cold night after night after night after night, and so now she's like, you know, I'm just going to eat it. And so now she eats alone, but she still makes food for her husband, but, you know, it doesn't really get eaten. It's cold, because he's out late. Seems too close to some of the female elves. Then, it's Christmas Eve, right? Santa's about to have a big day. So, Mrs. Claus is like, you know what? Let me get in the Christmas spirit. She's playing some music, you know, while her husband is out in the middle of the night, working hard, getting presents to all the children. She's playing some music, and she's in such a good mood, and she's, oh, I'm going to bake some cookies for my husband because I know he loves those. And when he comes back after his really long night, I'm going to bake him these cookies. Just to show him I love him. He'll have cookies when he's come back. He's probably tired. He'll be tired. He'll probably be hungry. I'll make him some cookies. So she makes him some cookies. She's got milk in the fridge. She's ready to go for when he comes back. Have these fresh cookies. And also, by the way, they're really soft and gooey. And they're really good cookies. She's not just, she doesn't have some, like, weird, like, Pillsbury cookie thing that she just pops in the oven for a little bit and just prays that they come out okay. She's got this recipe on lock. And she's spending so much time to try to make them perfect for her husband. And so she's feeling a little festive while she's doing this. Her husband's out. She's like, you know what? I'm going to blast some music. I'm going to blast some Christmas music. Get in the Christmas spirit. After all, it's Christmas Eve and Christmas. My husband's out delivering all the presents. I might as well listen to some Christmas music. She turns it on. And why is someone singing about how they saw mommy kissing Santa Claus? So she's making cookies for her husband. She doesn't have to do that. And now she finds out that her husband, while he's gone, is cheating on her, not only with the female elves, but some random kid's mom? That's crazy. And so I feel like we need... Oh, also, Santa comes back from his hard work of flying all over the world, delivering all these presents, right? Mrs. Claus has these cookies out and the milk. And he goes, I'm full, I already had that. Because he ate everyone else's cookies and milk. So he doesn't even appreciate her just trying to make sure that he has his favorite food and his favorite drink. So, what can Mrs. Claus do but just be really sad? Because her husband just doesn't really seem to love her anymore. Not like he used to. So anyways, we need a documentary from Mrs. Claus's perspective. Just about how Santa doesn't really love her, and he's a terrible husband, and the marriage is falling apart. Anyways, I was just thinking about that this week. That was just kind of on my mind a little bit. Yeah. To end this episode, I know it's a little bit short. To end this episode, we're going to talk about Happiness Journey TM updates. I don't really have an update, so as much of... I just said a bunch of words that I don't think make sense together. Hold on. I don't have an update, but I do want to talk about what I'm grateful for. And I feel like that ties into the Happiness Journey TM. So, I'm going to just list some of these things that I'm grateful for. Leave in the comments below what you're grateful for. Comment down below. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. What are you grateful for this year? Anyways. Number one thing I'm grateful for, my lovely, lovely family. I have a great family. Very grateful for it. I love my mom. I love Josh. And as much as I hate to say it, I do love my brothers. So. But, anyways. Mostly my mom and Josh. I guess my brothers, I like them a little bit. Anyways. Second, my gorgeous, gorgeous friends. I'm very lucky. I have wonderful, amazing, awesome, gorgeous friends. So, very grateful for them. Most of them I met in the past, 4 months. And I spent all my time with them, and I'm very grateful for them, and I love them very much. So, shout out the baddies. Sorry, I need to hydrate. Fuel up. Third, my cat. I'm grateful for my cat. I love my cat. I miss my cat, and I get to see my cat tomorrow, and I'm so excited. Does he love me? No. But I love him. That's all that matters. Number 4. Of course, y'all knew I was going to say this. Carly Rae Jepsen. Because of course. Of course I'm grateful for Carly Rae Jepsen. I'd be an evil human being if I wasn't grateful for Carly Rae Jepsen. Number 5. Capri Suns. Specifically Pacific Cooler. And I'll accept strawberry kiwi. If you say lemonade, I already said this. If you say lemonade, I'm going to kill you. I have no choice. It's the law. Number 6, I believe. Fuji Apple Pear Celsius. Because of course, because it's the best flavor. And finally, green beans. And I cannot wait for Thanksgiving for me to eat a ton of green beans and also a ton of deviled eggs. I'm really excited, and I cannot wait. But yeah, I'm obviously very grateful for everything I have, and I live a great and very privileged life, and I'm aware of that. And yeah, I love my friends. I love my family. I have great people in my life, And that contributes significantly to my happiness journey TM, because without them, I would be not happy. I would be sad. TM. I'd be on a sadness journey, which we don't want that. Okay. I think I'm going to sign off here, gangatrons. I hope everyone has a very happy, healthy, and safe Thanksgiving, surrounded by people that they love. And yeah. I will catch y'all next week. I promise y'all I will get y'all an episode out. Don't you worry. I'm going to be back on my grind and have the motivation to post and edit. Here's the thing is I actually filmed a couple episodes. I have 2 that didn't get released. They're in the vault. I just didn't feel like editing. Sometimes I don't want to sit there for an hour and watch myself speak. So, yeah. But I promise I will be better from now on. And I will see y'all next week. All right. As usual, bye, Mom. Love you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah. Bye.